Imagine a world without writing. No books, no records, no way to pass down stories or knowledge. A world without schools or libraries where learning was limited to what could be spoken and remembered. That world existed thousands of years ago, before the dawn of civilization as we know it. Then, in a land called Mesopotamia, something amazing happened. This region, often referred to as the cradle of civilization, witnessed a groundbreaking transformation. Humans created one of history's most important inventions, writing. This invention allowed them to record their thoughts, transactions, and stories. Mesopotamia means the land between two rivers. These rivers were the Tigris and the Euphrates. These rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates, made the land fertile, providing the resources needed for agriculture and settlement. This is where the Sumerian people flourished. They were incredibly inventive and laid the foundations for many aspects of modern society. The Sumerians didn't just invent writing. They also developed mathematics, creating systems for trade and construction. They made significant advancements in astronomy, charting the stars and planets, and established some of the earliest known laws. The Sumerians lived in cities, which were among the first urban centers in the world. These cities were centers of trade and learning, bustling with activity and innovation. Their innovations changed the world forever, influencing countless generations and civilizations to come. Let's travel back in time and explore the wonders of Sumer. Discover how their legacy continues to shape our world today. Before writing, how did people share stories or important information? They memorized, or they drew pictures on cave walls or other surfaces. But these methods weren't very efficient. Memorizing large amounts of information was difficult, and drawings could be easily misunderstood. The Sumerians, living in ancient Mesopotamia, solved this problem. They invented a writing system called cuneiform, which revolutionized communication. Cuneiform used wedge-shaped marks on clay tablets. These marks were made by pressing a reed stylus into the wet clay. Imagine using a sharp reed to make small triangles in wet clay. It required precision and skill. These triangles formed different symbols, each with its own meaning. Each symbol represented a word or idea. Scribes who were highly respected were trained to write cuneiform. They underwent rigorous training to master this complex writing system. Scribes kept detailed records for the kings and priests, documenting everything from trade transactions to legal matters. They also wrote down stories, poems, and myths, preserving the culture and beliefs of their society. Cuneiform allowed knowledge to be recorded and passed down through generations, ensuring that important information was not lost over time. This early writing system laid the foundation for future civilizations to build upon. Imagine a massive pyramid-shaped structure rising from the flat Mesopotamian plains. This is a ziggurat, a remarkable feat of Sumerian architecture. Ziggurats were temples dedicated to the Sumerian gods. They were built with thousands of mud bricks. People believed the gods lived at the top of the ziggurat. Priests climbed steep staircases to reach the temple at the summit. There, they performed rituals and made offerings to the gods. Ziggurats were the most important buildings in Sumerian cities. They were symbols of power and religious devotion. The Sumerians were curious about the world around them. They looked to the sky and made amazing discoveries. The Sumerians were pioneers in astronomy. They charted the stars and identified constellations. The Sumerians also developed a sophisticated number system. They used a base 60 system, unlike our base 10 system. This is why we have 60 minutes in an hour and 360 degrees in a circle. Their knowledge of math helped them with building and engineering. It also helped them develop calendars and track time. Section 5. Life in ancient Sumer cities and society. Sumerian cities were bustling hubs of activity. People from different walks of life lived and worked there. At the top of the social pyramid were the kings and priests. Scribes, merchants, and craftspeople were also important members of society. Farmers lived outside the city walls and grew crops like barley and wheat. Life could be challenging in ancient Sumer. Floods and droughts were constant threats. But the Sumerians were resilient and innovative. They adapted to their environment. They created a complex and fascinating civilization. Section 6. The legacy of Sumer echoes in time. The Sumerian civilization eventually declined, but their inventions and ideas lived on. The Akkadians conquered Sumer. They adopted cuneiform writing and many other Sumerian innovations. From the Akkadians, these innovations spread throughout the ancient Near East. The Sumerians' contributions to writing, math, astronomy, and law influenced later civilizations. Think about the alphabet we use today. It has roots in the early writing systems of Mesopotamia. The Sumerians may be gone, but their legacy continues to shape our world. Section 7. Uncovering the Past. Archaeology and Sumer. How do we know so much about a civilization that existed thousands of years ago? The answer is archaeology. Archaeologists are like detectives of the past. They excavate ancient sites and uncover artifacts. In Mesopotamia, archaeologists have unearthed countless treasures. They found clay tablets with cuneiform writing, ruins of ziggurats, and even the remains of Sumerian cities. These discoveries help us piece together the story of Sumerian civilization. By studying the past, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and how our world came to be. Section 8. Conclusion. Sumer's enduring impact. The Sumerian civilization was a beacon of creativity and innovation, a true pioneer in the ancient world. Despite facing many challenges, the Sumerians made incredible advancements in writing, architecture, science, and law. Their cuneiform script was one of the earliest forms of writing, and their ziggurats stood as architectural marvels. Their inventions and ideas spread far and wide, influencing the course of history. The Sumerians' contributions to mathematics and astronomy laid the groundwork for future civilizations. As we've journeyed through time to explore ancient Sumer, we've seen how their innovations in governance and law have shaped modern legal systems. We've encountered a civilization that laid the foundation for much of what we know and value today. Their achievements in agriculture and trade created a thriving economy. The next time you write your name, remember the Sumerians who first inscribed their thoughts on clay tablets. Look up at the stars and think of their early astronomical observations that guided their understanding of the cosmos. Or marvel at a towering skyscraper, a testament to human ingenuity that began with the Sumerians' architectural innovations. Their legacy lives on, reminding us of the boundless potential of human ingenuity and the enduring impact of their civilization on our world today.